Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Stern and this is my technical sports assignment. The first sport that I will be talking about is shot put. I will analyze the different stages of this sport. Furthermore, I will compare the technique of a professional shot put athlete to my technique that I have picked up during our athletics sessions. This is a great video of a professional athlete while he performs the shot put. There are four main stages of this movement: the starting position, the glide, the turn, and lastly, the release. Here is the video of myself while I'm trying to carry out all four stages properly. As you can see, my technique and execution is far from good. In the beginning, I will be talking about the first phase of the whole movement, which is the starting position. As you can see in the first video, while the athlete is doing the first stage, his whole body weight is on the right leg only. This is important to gain enough power for the jump backwards. Also, the elbow position is very important, as a good elbow position looks like you're looking at your wristwatch. Additionally, he places the shot very close to his neck, which helps to perform the later stages of the whole motion. In my case, the lack of experience is a huge factor, therefore my technique is less sophisticated. It is clear that I did not put my whole body weight on just one leg enough, which resulted in a much shorter throw. Furthermore, my elbow position is not the best either. Now let's move on to the second part of the movement, which is the glide, also known as the flight phase. I am using the same video footage as it perfectly illustrates the technique of the glide. A very important aspect of the glide is the length of the jump, because if you land on the flange or the edge of the circle, then your shot will be declared invalid. That is why you have to measure this perfectly to get the maximum amount of power and speed. The body posture is also a crucial part, as the athlete is maintaining a low center of gravity just moments before the kickoff. This is a key principle in order to throw the shot as far as possible. As for me, the gliding part was not the hardest out of the four stages, but still it was challenging. But it is really important because without a good glide, the rest of the movement cannot be done properly. The third phase is the turn, also known as the transition phase. This part proved to be the most difficult for me. The turn is an essential part of shot put as it provides the shot with a huge push. The movement of the hip and the posture of the upper body is really important in order to properly pull off this stage. For me, this part was kind of a struggle as my upper body posture is quite bad while I'm trying to do this part. The reason for this is the fact that this sport was completely unknown for me at the time. Let's move on to the last phase of the shot put, which is the release part, also known as the completion phase. As you can see in the next clip, the last part of the movement is vital as you can control the direction of the shot. Additionally, you need to extend your arm right after you release your shot, as you sort of follow your own throw with your arm. The posture of the upper body is important here as well, as the transition from the turn into the release is only possible with the rotation of the upper body and the hip. In my case, the posture of my upper body is not very nice, therefore it creates a hindrance for me to throw the shot properly. In addition, my hip is not rotating enough and the angle of my body is a bit chaotic too. Here is a very simple drill which can help especially in the glide phase of the movement, but it is also useful for the later stages. It helps to keep the posture of the body while performing the glide and transitioning into the turn phase. This next drill aims to help in the release part of the movement. The use of a big medicine ball helps to gain strength and it makes it easier to throw the shot further. And now I'm going to analyze my classmate's Brad's shot put attempt. As you can see, his starting position is pretty good. His body weight is only on one leg, and he is also looking at his wrist just moments before he is moving on to the next phase. While he is executing the second part, which is the gliding phase, we can see that his body position is not the best. He is maintaining a low center of gravity, but he just steps backwards rather than jumping backwards. As you can see, while he is doing the last two phases of the movement, his body posture could be better, And also, after he released the shot, his posture is not staying in the same position. Additionally, his arm is not following the shot properly and long enough. After analyzing our shot put attempts, now it's time to have a look at ice skating as well. For this part of the assignment, I'm going to use Bo's video footage of himself, as I don't have a video of myself ice skating. Here is the video of Bo while he's ice skating, from a front, side, and back point of view. It is clear that he is an experienced ice skater already, as he is doing all four key aspects quite decent. The four key aspects to ice skating are posture of the body, the balance, the push-off, and the swing of the leg. A good body posture is the perfect way to start. You have to look out for your ankles, your knees, and the hip. To maintain a good posture while skating, you need to keep your ankles between 60 and 70 degrees angle, the knees between 90 and 110 degrees, and the hip between 50 and 70 degrees. It is very important to have great balance and confidence. Furthermore, a feeling of stability while you replace your weight from one foot to another. To perform the push-off part of the motion, you need to use the whole blade to push your whole body away from the skate to the horizontal sides. It is also essential to close your knees and ankles while you do the last part of the movement, which is the leg swing. Overall, Bo's technique is not perfect, but pretty good, and his posture and balance is nice and confident. And this concludes my technical sports assignment. I hope that you liked it. Thank you very much for your attention and time.